I suppose when we're in work mode, it's very much work mode, working with your family, uncles and dad and brother and now sister and mom, and you are a lot of things to a lot of people. But here I am me as MD, Alison as finance or strategy, all these things. And eventually, you're here for your competence and your ability more so than the sister or the daughter or the mom. I would say they actually have a huge influence. I think like one of the things I like the most about work is actually setting the tone and the culture, and it really aligns to our own personal values, even as a family. What we hold dear, respect and safety. Just giving each other the space, doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And you get to do that as part of your work. Yeah, it's really gone through a number of phases, from startup back almost 30 years ago now, to making a completely different product, going from 2 employees to 22 employees, still a small team, and taking on other projects that go with that, and then for me as well personally to have always known I wanted to be, self-employed and doing that bit, and maybe having thought that I'd sacrificed the corporate world. In that respect, of working in a very large organisation to now actually having that experience, it's great. So wonderful it is. Yeah, hugely, I would say. I loved science, loved all the science subjects in school, and it wasn't until TY that we had that experience of the mini company. And then that was the summer of setting up Polar Ice as well. So I was just completely in love with all that happens in business. Got what I needed. And so as I was learning, the whole way as I was learning, I was working in Polar Ice as well. And literally what we were doing and, production planning or HR, all these things we're actually doing every day. So that had a really big impact, really, really positive impact. Polar Ice was set up the day before my 16th birthday. As I said, I was in school, so like no money, nothing to bring in terms of that, but hugely interested and passionate about it. So. But it is to step back a little bit from it and kind of bring it back in. The boundaries.